Okay, so good morning, students, and welcome to the another lecture for or these engineering graphics. So we are discussing about unit number three, engineering curves. Okay, so we have seen there are different types of the engineering curves. The first part is the conic section. We have cycloids, we have involutes, spirals, and the helix. Okay, so there are certain methods to draw these engineering curves. Okay, so we'll see one by one how to construct these curves here. Okay, so in first part we will discuss about the conic sections. So I have already told you, we have already discussed in the last lecture what are the different applications of the these curves are there. Now we have seen how why it is called as the conic sections. Okay, we have cone here. Okay, so this is a suppose a cone is something like a ice cream cone. Okay, and if you cut this cone using a cutting plane. Okay, so I have given you the example. We have the apple and we are cutting it with a knife. Okay, so when we are cutting this apple with a knife, so whatever we got here, okay, after cutting, whatever the part of the apple which is remain, so that is called as the section. Okay, so if you cut anything, if you cut any solid, so the part which is remain after cutting, so that is called as the section. Okay, the part which is visible to you, so that is called as the section. So here this line represents the cutting plane, and this is our cone. So there are different ways or the condition by means of which you cut the cone, and we'll get different types of the conic section. So that is called as the ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. So what is the condition for the ellipse? So if you cut the cone by means of the cutting plane, okay, so we required cone, we required cutting plane. And now what is the position of the cutting plane? So cutting plane must be inclined to the axis. So that is our first condition. Cutting plane must be inclined to the axis. And second condition is what? It must cut all the generators of the, it must cut all the generators of the cone. What is meant by generator? This is called as the apex of the cone. Apex means what? It is the top corner of the cone. And if you take any point on the cone, suppose this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C, and if you join the line from apex to the point on the to the base circle, this is circle. On the bottom we have the circle. If you join a line from apex to the point on the base circle, so that line is called as the apex. OA is called as the apex. If you join O with B, OB is called as the apex, is called as the generator. If you join O with C, then OC is called as the generator. So you can take any number of points on the bottom circle. Okay, we can take any number of points on the bottom circle and we can draw any number of lines here. So cone is having infinite number of generators. So what is the condition? First condition is the axis must be inclined. So this must be inclined here. First condition is axis must be inclined. Second condition is it must cut all the generators. It must cut all the generators. So if you do like this, if you cut a cone by means of these two conditions using the cutting plane, so what we will get? We will get here. Now this part get removed. So this upper part get removed. Okay, this part get removed, and whatever the part which is remain here, so that part is this one. So this is what? This is the our ellipse. Okay, so we got here ellipse. So this is the two conditions you have to you have to remember. Okay, so that is the first is the ellipse. Now what is the second? That is we have the parabola. So again you take the cone. Now we have to take the cutting plane. Here also we have the two conditions. Okay, what is the two condition? First condition is what? It is the cutting plane is must be inclined to the axis. It must be inclined to the axis. So it is similar to the ellipse. First condition is it must be inclined to the axis. So it is making some angle with the axis. Second condition is what? It must be parallel to any one generator. It must be parallel to any one generator. So you see this cutting plane is parallel to this generator. So this is the generator. This is the generator. So this is suppose O and this is point A. So this is parallel to the generator. This cutting plane. This is our cutting plane. This is our CP, that is cutting plane. It is parallel to one of the generator. Now, if this condition is satisfied, that means if the axis is inclined and if it is parallel to one of the generator, and then whatever the part which we get after cutting, so this part get removed. So this part get removed. That means from cutting plane to here, this part get removed. So what we got here? So we got this type of the section, and this section is called as what? This section is called as the parabola. Now, what is the third condition? Now, in third condition, we have cutting plane. We have cutting plane. But now this cutting plane is what? See, this is not inclined. This is not inclined. This is on one side of axis. This is on one side of axis. Okay. In ellipse and parabola, cutting plane is cutting on both sides of the axis. You see here. In this ellipse, it is cutting on both sides. Here in parabola also, it is cutting on both sides of the axis. But in case of hyperbola, the cutting plane is cutting the cone on one side only. And second one is what? There are two conditions here. If this cutting plane is cutting the cone, suppose if this is cutting the cone, okay. So we'll see first this condition. If the cutting plane is parallel to axis, if the cutting plane is parallel to axis, then whatever the conic section which is obtained, this is called as what? This is called as the rectangular hyperbola. This is called as what? This is called as rectangular hyperbola. So what is the condition for rectangular hyperbola? Cutting plane must cut on one side of the axis and it must be parallel to the axis. Now, if the cutting plane is cutting the cone on one side of the axis, okay, so first condition is satisfied. If it is cutting to the axis, but it is not parallel. It is not parallel, but it is what? Inclined. It is what? Inclined. It is not parallel to the axis, but it is inclined. Here, see, this is inclined. Okay, it is inclined here. So if this is there, so still we will get the hyperbola. But we will not call that hyperbola as a rectangular hyperbola. It is a simple hyperbola. Okay, so it is a simple hyperbola. What is the condition for rectangular hyperbola? If the cutting plane cuts on one side of the axis and it must be parallel to the axis. If cutting plane is parallel to the axis, then we get here rectangular hyperbola. If it is cutting on one side and it is inclined, then we'll get simple hyperbola. We'll get hyperbola, but we will call that as a hyperbola only, simple hyperbola. It is not rectangular hyperbola. So you have to see in the MCQ questions. So which type of the question is asked? If it is a rectangular hyperbola, then the cutting plane must be parallel to the axis. Okay. So we have seen this one. So these are again the same things what we have repeated. So these are the sections. So circle is also one kind of the conic sections. And when we get the circle, so if the cutting plane is parallel to this base, if the cutting plane is horizontal, so if we remove this part, so here we'll get what? We'll get here the circle. Okay, if you cut the cone horizontally by using the cutting plane, so whatever the section which is obtained, that is our circle. So circle is one type of the conic section. What are the another types of the conic section? So we have ellipse, another is parabola, and third one is the hyperbola. Now in this three conic section, ellipse is a closed curve. This is closed curve. Ellipse is a closed curve. Ellipse is only closed curve, while parabola and this hyperbola, these are the open curves. These are open curves. These are called as the open curves, and this one is called as what? The closed curve. Okay. So you have to remember this one also. That is the second there is another your MCQ question. Out of the three conic section, which conic section is a closed curve? So ellipse is a closed curve. Parabola and hyperbola, these are the open curves. Okay. After that, so we have already see, because we have to use this construction here, how to divide the line. So you know this, how to divide the line. If the line is there and if I have to divide this into 5 parts, so you have to take some distance in compass. And how much divisions you want? 5. So you have to mark here using the compass. You have to mark here divisions. Take any number, any distance in compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last division you have to join with the end points of the line. Keep your roller scale parallel to 5B. Keep your roller scale here and then draw the line. Roll it. Then roll the roller scale. Draw the line from 4. Draw the line from 3, 2, and 1. So you will get here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is get divided into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So this is the simple method we have seen in unit number 1 also. Now let us discuss the main content of this one. So we have seen there are two methods for the construction of the conic section. One is called the focus directrix method. This method we have to use for ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. And another method is rectangle method. So this method we have to use only for the ellipse and parabola. Okay, not for hyperbola. So for hyperbola there is only one method. We have to see focus directrix method. And for ellipse and parabola there are two methods, for focus directrix method and the rectangle method. So we will start with the focus directrix method. Now in focus directrix method, the initial construction is like this. You have to draw one vertical line. You have to draw one horizontal line. The vertical line is called as the fixed line. Fixed line, it is called as directrix. Okay, vertical line DD, it is called as directrix. The horizontal line CC dash, it is called as axis. CC dash, it is called as the axis. So first step is you have to draw one vertical line, one horizontal line. So that is our directrix and the axis. Now after that we have to take the focus. We have to mark here the focus. Okay. Now this distance, this CF distance. So what is CF? CF is the distance, that is the distance of the focus from the directrix. CF is our distance of the focus from the directrix. So that is given in the problem. This will be given in the problem. Okay. Now CF is given. Now we know that we have seen. Okay. In ellipse we have two vertex. In ellipse we have two vertex. While in parabola and hyperbola we have only one vertex. So here you see this one. See, this is our ellipse. Here we have two vertex. Here V, E and V dash here. Okay, two vertex for ellipse. While parabola and hyperbola, we have only one vertex. Okay, so you have to remember this one also. This is another MCQ question. There are two vertex in ellipse, while there are only one vertex in the parabola and the hyperbola. Okay, so we have marked the focus because this is given in the problem. So we have marked CF distance. Okay, so CF is the distance of the focus from the directrix. Now we have to mark the vertex. So we have to mark this vertex. So how to mark this vertex? We have to use one formula, that is the eccentricity formula. What is eccentricity? Eccentricity is defined as the distance of the focus from the vertex to the distance of the vertex from the directrix. So distance of focus from the vertex is VF distance. So VF, and distance of the vertex from the directrix is VC. So VF upon VC. Now based on this ratio, we can identify which type of curve we have to draw. If this VF upon VC is less than 1, we have to draw the ellipse. We have to construct the ellipse. If it is equal to 1, then we have to draw the parabola. And if it is greater than 1, we have to draw the hyperbola. Okay, so that you have to remember. This is very important concept. Eccentricity. Eccentricity is defined as distance of focus from the vertex VF divided by distance of vertex from the directrix VC. We based on its value, if it is less than 1, we have to construct ellipse. If it is equal to 1, VF is equal to VC, then we have to construct parabola. And if it is greater than 1, we have to construct here the hyperbola. Less than 1 means what? It is 2 by 3. Equal to 1 means what? It is same distance. Okay, VF is equal to VC. Greater than 1 means what? It is 3 by 2 or 5 by 2. So it is greater than 1. So we have to construct here the hyperbola. So in MCQ, they will mention if the eccentricity, if the eccentricity of the curve is 2 by 3, which type of curve we have to construct. So we have to construct it is, since the ratio is less than 1, we have to construct here the ellipse. If the eccentricity ratio is 5 by 2, which curve we have to construct. So 5 by 2 means it is greater than 1. So we have to construct here the hyperbola. Okay, so that you have to remember. Okay, so we have marked here the point. Okay, now we have to after that we have to mark this vertex. Now we don't know where to mark this vertex, so we have to divide this CF line. So in how many divisions we have to divide this CF line? So that is equal to the addition of eccentricity. So if eccentricity is given 2 by 3, so we have to divide this into 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5 parts. If the eccentricity is given 5 by 2, okay, so then we have to divide this into 5 plus 2, that is equal to 7 divisions. So CF, division of the CF, that is depend on the addition of the eccentricity. Okay, so you have to divide this CF into number of division, that is equal to the addition of the eccentricity. Okay, so this much we have to do. Okay, now let us see the again, that means we will see first the focus directrix method for all, that is for ellipse, parabola and hyperbola. So let us see. So here this is first, we will see first for the ellipse. So we have drawn vertical line, directrix, we have drawn one horizontal line, that is our axis. Now we have given the focus, distance of focus from the directrix is given. So we have marked here F. Okay, this we have marked this F. Okay, suppose this distance is given, this is equal to 50 mm, this is equal to 50 mm. Now you have to divide this, next step is you have to divide this CF. How many divisions? That is equal to addition of eccentricity. So 2 plus 3. We have to divide this into 5 number of divisions. So divide this CF into 5 number of divisions. So 10 mm, 20 mm, 30 mm, 40 mm and 50 mm. Okay. Now where to mark the vertex? We have to mark here the vertex in between CF. So where we have to mark the vertex? So you have to refer the eccentricity ratio. We know that eccentricity ratio is what? Vf upon Vc. You remember this one, Vf upon Vc. Vf is getting 2 division. Here we have F. So 1 count from here, 1, 2. So Vf got 2 divisions. What is the division for Vc? It is 3, 1, 2 and 3. So we have marked the vertex for the ellipse, because eccentricity is what? Less than 1. So we will construct here the ellipse. Now here you just remember how the step, how we are marking for the marking the vertex. Okay. So here for Vf there are 2 divisions. So this is 1 and 2. For Vc there are 3 divisions, 1, 2 and 3. Now the next one is, suppose parabola. In parabola, again we will draw one directrix, we will draw one axis. Now CF distance is given. Suppose this distance is, again we will take, suppose this is 50. Now in parabola they will not mention the eccentricity. We know that they will say construct the parabola. When they will say construct the parabola, we must understand that eccentricity is equal to 1. When eccentricity is equal to 1, that means Vf is equal to Vc. So what is the Vf? Vf is 25, Vc is 25. So we have to mark vertex exactly at the center. So in parabola, the vertex comes exactly at the center, because here the eccentricity is 1. Vf is equal to Vc. Yeah, eccentricity is 1. Okay, so vertex comes here at the center. Now in case of hyperbola, again we will draw a directrix, we will draw the focus, that is this distance is given how much? This is 50. But now the eccentricity is what? 3 by 2. It is greater than 1. So we have to construct here what? Hyperbola. Now again the same steps you have to follow. We have to divide this here into how many number of divisions? Addition of eccentricity. So 3 plus 2. I have divided this into 5 number of divisions. Now we have to put the vertex. So here you start from here. Vf is getting how many division? 3. So start from right hand side, 1, 2, 3. So V comes here. Okay, so V comes here. So Vf got 3 divisions, 1, 2, 3. So this is 3, and Vc got 2 divisions. So here the vertex comes here. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the marking the number of divisions that you can get from this the eccentricity formula. Okay, and this is the basic steps you have to follow while starting the construction for all, that is in ellipse. Parabola, it is very simple. Whatever the distance is given CF, you have to just take the midpoint of that one, so that becomes your vertex. In case of the hyperbola, you have to see how many number of divisions are given here. Okay, and accordingly you have to divide the CF line. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, now this is the same thing what we have discussed here. Now we'll directly start with the problem. Okay, so now let us see. We'll start with the first the construction of the ellipse by focus directrix method. Now what is the first step? We have to draw one vertical line, that is our directrix. Okay, we call this as a fixed line. This is also another MCQ. They ask the fixed line in the focus directrix method. It is called as the directrix, and fixed point it is called as the focus. Okay, so we have to draw one vertical line, then we have to draw the horizontal line. So that is our axis. Now in this problem, distance of the focus from the directrix is given. How much distance is given? 50 mm. Distance of the focus from the directrix is given 50. So from C, take 50 mm distance and mark here the focus. Take 50 mm distance and mark the focus. So that is our next step. Now we have to divide the CF into number of divisions. You have to divide the CF into how many number of divisions? That is equal to addition of eccentricity. So here eccentricity is how much? It is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 means it is less than 1. So we have to draw here ellipse. How many number of divisions? So 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 means you have to divide this into 5 number of divisions. So make 5 divisions of CF. So here it is very easy because 50 mm is given. So you take 10 mm, 20 mm, 30 mm, 40 and 50 mm. Now where to mark the vertex? Now the next step is we have to mark the vertex. So where the vertex comes? So we know that eccentricity is what? It is Vf upon Vc. Vf upon Vc. Vf upon Vc is equal to 2 by 3. So Vf is getting 2 divisions, 1, 2. So vertex comes here. Vc, it is 1, 2, 3. So Vc got 3 divisions. Okay. So you will get V vertex from the here only directly. Vf is having 2 divisions. So start from F 1, 2. So here you have to mark the vertex. Then automatically Vc will get the required number of divisions. Vc is having how much divisions? 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So we got this one. So what we have done? We have taken first vertical line, that is our directrix. We have drawn one horizontal line, that is our axis. We have marked CF distance, so that is our distance of focus from the directrix, that is our 50 mm. Then we have to divide this C up into the number of divisions. How many number of divisions? That is equal to addition of eccentricity. So 2 plus 3. So 5 number of divisions. So we have marked here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now how to mark the vertex? Just see here, VF is having 2 divisions, VC is having 3 divisions. So from VF is having 2 divisions. So start from F, 1, 2, mark here V. Okay. VC is automatically get the 3 divisions. Okay. So this thing is required. This is the basic construction for the ellipse, parabola and the hyperbola. Okay. Now here we have to construct which curve? We have to construct here ellipse. Why we have to construct here ellipse? Because eccentricity ratio is what? Less than 1. It is less than 1. And the eccentricity ratio is less than 1 is for ellipse. So we have to construct here the ellipse. Now what is the next step after this? So marking this vertex is very important. Once you get this vertex, the next step is you have to draw here one vertical line at the vertex. Take VF distance in compass. Take VF distance in compass and draw the arc. Take VF distance as a radius and draw the arc. You will get here one point, that is our B point. Here you will get B point here. Okay, what is the next step now? At V, you have to draw one vertical line. Take VF distance in compass and draw one arc. It will intersect the vertical line at point B. Now from C, you draw a line passing through B. Draw a line passing through C, passing through B, okay, from C here. So you have to draw this CB line. How we got here B? We have drawn here one vertical line. We have taken VF distance in compass and we have drawn one arc. We got here B. Now join CB. So you will get this type of line. So this construction is also same for the hyperbola and the parabola and the hyperbola. Okay. So these are similar type of the steps are there for parabola and hyperbola. Now here there is one additional step in ellipse and not in parabola and hyperbola. Okay. The huge step I have next, that is only in ellipse, not in parabola and hyperbola. What is that? That is step at point F, that is at focus, you have to take 45-degree angle. At point at focus, you have to take 45-degree angle. Okay. So 45-degree angle and you join the line. Okay. So you will get here, you will get here, you will get here intersection. So this is what our B dash. The 45-degree line at F intersect our CB line at point B dash. Now from B dash, you draw one vertical line. So that will intersect our axis at V dash. Okay, that will intersect our axis at a V dash. Why we are doing this 45-degree step here in ellipse? Because we know that in ellipse, we have two vertex. We have here two vertex, V and V dash. While in parabola and hyperbola, we have only one vertex. So one vertex means you don't have to take the 45-degree steps in parabola and hyperbola. Okay, this 45-degree step is only in the ellipse because ellipse is having two vertex, V and V dash. So that's why this 45-degree step you have to follow in only in the ellipse and not in the parabola and the hyperbola. Okay, so what we have done, we have taken 45-degree angle here, and that angle line will intersect our CB line at B dash. From B dash, you have to draw one vertical line that will intersect here at V dash. Okay, so now we got here V and V dash, that is for our ellipse. Okay, that is for our, we got over here focus also. Now here in ellipse, there are two focus, F and F dash. While in parabola and hyperbola, we have only one focus. One vertex, one focus in parabola and hyperbola. While in ellipse, we have two vertex and two focus. That you have to remember. Okay. So how you will get here F dash? You take VF distance in compass, and from V dash you mark here F dash. Okay. So you will get that F dash here. Okay. So you can mark that thing. Okay. So we got here now V and V dash. How we got V dash? We have taken 45-degree angle here, and we got the intersection. Now what you have to do? Now the next step is again similar for parabola and hyperbola. Okay, just skip this 45-degree angle step in parabola and hyperbola. Other steps are same for the parabola and the hyperbola. Now what you have to do now? Take any distance in compass. Okay, take small distance in compass. Now from V, cut the V and V dash line. Take any distance. Okay, you don't have to measure the distance. You take any distance in compass. And from V dash, now from V dash, you mark here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, suppose like this. So you mark the intersections on V and V dash line. Okay. What is the next step? You have to take some distance in compass, okay, and mark from V. You mark any number of divisions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose like this. Okay. So here, suppose we have marked here 6 number of divisions. Okay. Then from that intersections, you have to draw vertical lines. So you have to keep your roller scale here parallel to this V. Okay, here on this vertical line. Whenever you have to draw the parallel lines using roller scale, you take reference of some initial vertical line. So you keep your roller scale here and then roll it. Then draw a vertical line from 1, vertical line from here, vertical line from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this vertical line will intersect our CB line at 1 dash. Here this is, suppose we'll take, this is F and another, suppose here intersection. So this is 2, 2 dash, 3, 3 dash, 4, 4 dash, 5, 5 dash, and 6, 6 dash. Okay, so what we have done, first we have taken some distance in compass. We have marked the divisions on V and V dash. इथे कट करायचं 1 2 3 4 5 6 किती नंबर ऑफ डिव्हिजन तुम्ही कट करू शकता 6 7 8 9 10 किती पण जेवढं डिस्टन्स तुमच्या कंपास मध्ये असेल तेवढं तुम्ही मार्क करायचे बाहेर जाऊ नाही द्यायचं फक्त इथे कुठे पण आलं तरी चालतं then after that on from this intersection you draw vertical lines here okay using roller scale okay keep your roller scale here on D dash इथे roller scale ठेवायची okay अशी roller scale ठेवायची आणि या स्केलला रोल करायचं पुढे so from 1 you draw one vertical line 2 3 4 5 6 7 जेवढे डिव्हिजन्स असतील तुमचे इथे मार्क करा जास्त मार्क नाही करायचे 6 to 7 डिव्हिजन्स मार्क करू शकता तुम्ही ओके so you mark that divisions after that vertical lines will intersect our CB line at 1 dash suppose this is 2 dash here we'll take suppose A dash here 3 dash 4 dash 5 dash and 6 dash okay एवढं ही पण स्टेप this step is also similar to the parabola and the hyperbola okay आता after that now the final thing we have to get these points on the ellipse how to get the points on the ellipse now take 1 dash distance in compass कुठलं डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं कंपास मध्ये 1 dash distance in compass 1 dash distance in compass then F as a center focus as a center and cut the same line ज्या लाईनचं डिस्टन्स घेतोय आपण above the axis 1 dash distance in compass F center cut the same line so you cut this line see you cut this line here and here so you'll cut here okay कुठलं डिस्टन्स घेतला आपण कंपास मध्ये 1 dash distance in compass from F you cut the line above and below the axis then कुठलं डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं नेक्स्ट F and this is A dash suppose F आणि A dash डिस्टन्स इन कंपास हे डिस्टन्स इथेच येईल तुम्ही हे डिस्टन्स घेतलं तर हे डिस्टन्स येईल कारण हे डिस्टन्स वर आणि हे डिस्टन्स खाली नाउ टेक 2 dash डिस्टन्स इन कंपास कुठलं डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं 2 dash डिस्टन्स इन कंपास center F cut 2 dash line above and below the axis 3 dash distance in compass हे डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं F center is always F we have to cut that line from F you cut the 3 dash line above and below the axis next is 4 dash distance in compass 4 dash distance in compass F center from F you cut this 4 dash line above and below the axis next distance is 5 dash distance F center from F you have to cut this 5 dash line then last distance is 6 dash distance in compass 6 dash distance in compass center F from F you have to cut the 6 and 6 dash line okay so you'll get such type of points on this line above and below the axis last point you will get suppose if you take V dash and B dash distance in compass if you take this V dash and B dash distance in compass from F this point will come here ha point इथेच येतो V dash ला okay so what we got now see we got this type of points so how we got these points we have taken 1 dash distance in compass from center F you have to cut 1 dash so 1 dash take F and A dash distance in compass mark above and below from F then take 2 dash distance in compass 2 dash इथे या कॉर्नर पर्यंत 2 dash F center cut the 2 dash line above and below the axis 3 dash पहा डिस्टन्स कुठले घेतोय आपण, 3 डॅश डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं. एफ सेंटर फ्रॉम एफ सेंटर यू हॅव टू कट 3 dash line above and below the axis. Then 4 dash F center above and below. 5 dash F center here and here. Okay, 6 dash distance in compass from F here and here. Last distance is V dash and B dash from F you will get here. Okay. Now see, we got here number of points we got here number of points. Now how to join these points? So I have told you we have to join all these points using the French curve. You have to join all these points using the French curve. Okay. Now how to use this French curve? So let me show you this one. See. So here, see this is the French curve. We got here some points. See, we got here some point. तर पहा आपल्याला फ्रेंच कर्व कसा ठेवायचा आहे. सो यू हॅव टू पुट दी फ्रेंच कर्व सच दॅट यू विल गेट हिअर सी 1 2 3 पॉइंट्स याच्यामध्ये आले. ओके, यू हॅव टू ऍडजस्ट दी फ्रेंच कर्व सच दॅट यू विल गेट हिअर 2-3 पॉइंट्स ऑन द कर्व, ऑन द surface of the curve, on the corners of the curve. And then what you have to do, you have to draw the curve like this. See, you have to draw. Now just take 2 or 3 points at a time. Okay, कारण जास्त पॉइंट्स येणार नाही. आता आपण कुठे गेलो, 1 2 3 पॉइंट्स घेतले आपण. Now next you have to go for the another points. Okay, we have to now go for the another point. So we have come up to here only. किती पॉइंट जॉईन्स केले आपण ऍडजस्टमेंट करून, we got this point. Now at the bottom, suppose आता पहा, we have to tilt the, you have to adjust the curve. तुम्ही त्या फ्रेंच कर्वला टिल्ट करू शकता. Okay, so that you will get 2-3 points. Now pah, this point and this point. So we got here 3 points, and then you have to join the arc. Okay, you have to join the arc here. Okay, so like this. So next time you have to again tilt the curve. Now here we have this point and this point. Okay, so if you want to join the 1 2 and 3 points, so you have to again adjust the curve. So French curve कसा use करायचा? So like this you have to use the curves. Now see here again he is taking 1, then this is second point and this is third point. So 2-3 points त्या French curve च्या corner ला यायला पाहिजे, and then you have to draw the curve. Okay, you have to draw the curve. Similarly above, you have to join here above there. See, you have to just rotate it. You have to rotate it. Now this point and this point. 3 points त्याने घेतले, and you have to join the curve like this. Okay. So now remaining points are here only. So आता हे रिमेनिंग पॉइंट जॉईन करताना पण तो काय करतो, आता त्याने 2च पॉइंट घेतले कारण तो तिसरा पॉइंट येत नाहीये, पण तो या कर्वला तो एक्सटेंड करतोय. सो वी हॅव टू टेक नाउ दिस कर्व 2 points only, that means 2 points only he has taken. ओके, सो जेवढे पॉइंट तुमच्या याच्यात ऍड होतात तेवढे पॉइंट तुम्हाला ड्रॉ करायचे. ओके, जास्त पॉइंट घ्यायची आवश्यकता नाही, आपल्या कर्वला ते मॅच व्हायला पाहिजे. सी हिअर ही इज टेकिंग नाउ 2 पॉइंट, आणि आधी घेताना त्याने 3 पॉइंट्स घेतले कारण त्याच्या याच्यात 3 पॉइंट्स येत होते. आता घेताना तो किती पॉइंट्स घेतोय, फक्त 2च पॉइंट्स घेतोय कारण ते तिसरा पॉइंट त्यामध्ये बसत नाहीये. आणि हा कर्व पण कंटिन्युअस यायला पाहिजे ना, कॉर्नर्स यायला नको इथे. ओके, सी नाउ हिअर सी दिस इज टेकिंग द 2 points ओनली. सो हा पॉइंट आणि हा पॉइंट म्हणजे सी आणि डी पॉइंटच घेतोय. ओके, सो ही इज ड्रॉइंग दिस कर्व लाईक दिस. येस, अँड नाउ लास्टली ही विल टेक दिस पॉइंट 3 and 4. ओके, आणि कर्व पहा, सी दिस इज अ कंटिन्युअस कर्व, कुठेच कॉर्नर आलेला नाहीये त्याला, कुठेच कॉर्नर आलेला नाहीये हे करताना. इथे शार्प कर्व दिसतोय त्याला, पहा इथे शार्प कर्व दिसतोय, हा इथे व्यवस्थित नाही आलाय. सो यू हॅव टू टेक दी स्मूथ कर्व हिअर लाईक दिस. टोटल कर्व कसा दिसायला पाहिजे, सो द कर्व मस्ट बी कंटिन्युअस. ओके, सो इट मस्ट बी कंटिन्युअस. तर इथे पण आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, वी हॅव टू पुट हिअर फ्रेंच कर्व. We have to adjust the French curve so that we will get here the curve something like this. So 3 point join करायचे. ओके, नंतर इकडे बघा 3 points येतात काय तर. So you join then next point like this. Then at the bottom also you have to adjust your French curve. You have to join like this. Okay, so it must be continuous curve. You will get this type of the curve in the curve from the points. Okay, so this is our ellipse. So here what you have to follow, here the initial construction is faint, total construction faint. फक्त डार्क काय दिसायला पाहिजे, फक्त हा शेवटचा कर्व जो आहे एलिप्स तो डार्क दिसायला पाहिजे. इनिशियल कन्स्ट्रक्शन इज फेंट, टोटल कन्स्ट्रक्शन इज फेंट. ओके, तो एच आणि टॉयसिसने ड्रॉ करा. शेवटचा जो कर्व आहे फक्त तो एचबी ने ड्रॉ करायचा फायनल. आपल्याला काय ड्रॉ करायचं आहे? इलिप्स. इलिप्स फक्त डार्क दिसायला पाहिजे. रेस्ट ऑफ द टोटल कन्स्ट्रक्शन इज फेंट. So that you have to practice. Okay, that you have to practice. Okay. So this is the steps for construction of the ellipse. Now quickly let us take the steps. Okay. So okay. Otherwise we will take here. We'll take the next problem. Suppose. Okay. So this you have to practice. Afterward, refer the video. I will put this the video on our group. The Google Classroom. You have to follow this one. So what step you have to follow? See, CF distance. This is our DET. First step is you have to draw the directrix. You have to draw the axis. C dash is our axis. Then next step is you have to mark the focus. How to mark the focus? Distance of the focus from the directrix is given. It is 60 mm. So CF distance is 60. Now we have to, next step is what? We have to divide this CF into how many number of divisions? Addition of eccentricity. So what is eccentricity? It is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 means what? It is less than 1. So we have to draw here ellipse. Now we have to add this 2 plus 3, that is 5. So number of divisions will be 5 here. Now how will divide this 60 into 5 number of divisions? So each division is of 12 mm. You can take here 12 mm distance using the compass, using the scale. Okay, 12 पंचे 60. So you will get 5 divisions. Otherwise, use here line bisector method. Here use line division method. Use here line division method. So draw one inclined line to CF. Take small distance in compass. Mark here how many divisions? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, because we have to divide 60 into 5 divisions. Okay, so take inclined line here. Take small distance in compass from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 5 divisions, so I have marked here 5 divisions. Okay, because addition of eccentricity is what? 5. Now join 5 with F. Join 5 with F. Keep your roller scale here. इथे रोलर स्केल ठेवायची 5F ला रोल करायचं तिला पुढे रोल करायचं जॉइन द लाइन्स फ्रॉम 4 3 2 and 1 so you'll get here divisions 1 2 3 4 and 5 okay so your 60 distance get divided into 1 2 3 4 and 5 number of divisions now where to put vertex next step is what where to put the vertex so VF is having 2 divisions so count from F 1 divisions 2 division so V comes here VC is having 3 divisions, 1, 2, and 3. So here this is having 3 divisions. So we have to mark here the V something like this. So we have divided 60 into 5 number of divisions using the line division method. Okay. जर तुम्हाला स्केल ने घ्यायचं असेल तर you have to mark this is as a 12, 24, something like this. Okay. So you have to go 12 mm distance, 12 mm distance, then 12, 12, 12, and 12. So you'll get here 60 mm distance. 5 number division. Okay. So once you get vertex, now what is the next steps? So after that, once you get the vertex, so next step is what? We have to draw here vertical line. At V, we have to draw one vertical line. Take VF distance in compass, then draw the arc. Take VF distance in compass, you have to draw the arc. You will get here point B. Join CB. Okay, same steps आपल्याला फॉलो करायचे आहे. ओके, पॅराबोला आणि हायपरबोला मध्ये पण. सो काय केलं आपण वर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ केली व्ही ला VF distance in compass we have drawn one arc that arc will intersect your vertical line at point B join CB line त्याच्यानंतर आपण काय करतो इलिप्स मध्ये आपण एक ऍडिशनल स्टेप ऍड करतो व्हॉट इज दॅट ऍडिशनल स्टेप that additional step is what we have to take 45 degree angle at F ही ऍडिशनल स्टेप आहे फक्त इलिप्स मध्ये ही स्टेप फक्त इलिप्स मध्ये फॉलो करायची नॉट इन द पॅराबोला अँड हायपरबोला okay then from B dash you draw the vertical line you will get here V dash 45 degree angle draw केल्यानंतर ती लाईन आपली CB ला इंटरसेक्ट करेल B dash पासून एक वर्टिकल लाईन टाकायची विल गेट V dash here वर्टिकल लाईन टाकल्यानंतर ऍक्सिस ला इंटरसेक्ट करेल वी गॉट हियर बट आपण का 45 डिग्रीज अँगल घेतो बिकॉज वी नो दॅट इन इलिप्स वी हॅव टू वर्टेक्स that's why we are taking here 45 degree angle पॅराबोला मध्ये घ्यायचा नाही अँगल हायपरबोला मध्ये हा अँगल घ्यायचा नाही का नाही घ्यायचा कारण पॅराबोला आणि हायपरबोला मध्ये एकच वर्टेक्स असतो तो आपल्याला आधीच मिळतो हा वर्टेक्स आपल्याला तिथे आवश्यकता नसते त्याची कशामध्ये पॅराबोला आणि हायपरबोला मध्ये आणि हा कशामध्ये असतो फक्त इलिप्स मध्ये असतो म्हणून आपण इथे 45 डिग्रीचा अँगल घेतो ओके अदरवाइज ही स्टेप 45 डिग्री अँगलची स्टेप पॅराबोला आणि हायपरबोला मध्ये घ्यायची नाही. बाकीच्या स्टेप्स आपण फॉलो करायच्या पूर्ण टोटल, पण ही स्टेप फॉलो करायची नाही. ओके. नंतर काय केलं आपण, व्ही आणि व्ही डॅश मिळाल्यानंतर एक छोटं डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं. मार्क हिअर डिव्हिजन्स 1, ओके, देन दिस इज 2, देन दिस इज 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. किती डिव्हिजन होतात इकडे मार्क करत जायचं. छोटं डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं. व्ही पासून व्ही डॅश मध्ये 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 किती नंबर ऑफ डिव्हिजन तुम्ही मार्क करू शकता. कशामध्ये, व्ही आणि व्ही डॅश मध्ये. नंतर ही डिव्हिजन मार्क केल्यानंतर काय करायचं, व्हर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ करायच्या. फ्रॉम 1, फ्रॉम 2, फ्रॉम 3, फ्रॉम 4, फ्रॉम 5, फ्रॉम 6, फ्रॉम 7. त्या लाईन्स कुठे इंटरसेक्ट करतील, दॅट लाईन विल इंटरसेक्ट अवर सीबी लाईन. सो दिस इज अवर 1 डॅश, दिस इज अवर 2 डॅश, this is our suppose 3 dash, okay, this is 4 dash, then this is 5 dash, this is 6 dash, this is 7 dash. Okay, आता काय करायचं, टेक one dash distance in compass, one dash distance in compass, center focus as a center, one dash distance in compass, f center. त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. ज्या लाईनचं डिस्टन्स घेतोय त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. कुठे, अबव्ह अँड बिलो द ऍक्सिस, अबव्ह अँड बिलो द ऍक्सिस, वर आणि खाली कट करायचं. 2 डॅश डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं. एफ पासून त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं, अबव्ह अँड बिलो. 3 डॅश डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं. फ्रॉम एफ कट द सेम लाईन अबव्ह अँड बिलो द ऍक्सिस. 4 डॅश डिस्टन्स इन कंपास, कट द सेम लाईन अबव्ह अँड बिलो द ऍक्सिस. 5 डॅश डिस्टन्स इन कंपास, एफ सेंटर, कट द सेम लाईन अबव्ह अँड बिलो द ऍक्सिस. 6 dash distance in compass, F center, cut the same line above and below the axis. 7 dash, and last is B dash and B dash. Okay, and then join all these points using the French curve. You will get the ellipse, something like this. You will get ellipse, something like this. Okay, so this is the method for construction of the ellipse. Now this
Sir.
is yes.
एफ डॅश ला कोणत्या डिस्टन्स वरून कट केलं?
कुठल्या
एफ डॅश ला म्हणजे ते खालीवर
इथे एफ का,
ते व्हर्टिकल लाईन कोणत्या डिस्टन्स वरून घेतली एफ ला स्वतःला?
एफ ला जर आली तर घ्यायची, नाही आलं तरी चालतं. म्हणजे सपोज आता ही सपोज ही डिस्टन्स आहे ना, हा एफ आहे इथे आपला, हे व्ही आणि व्ही डॅश आहे इथे. 1, 2, 3, 4. आता इथे जर एफ ला जर व्हर्टिकल लाईन आली तर तिथून घ्यायचं डिस्टन्स, नाही आलं तर त्याच्या बाजूचा डिस्टन्स घ्यायचा. एक मिनिट सांगतो, या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये सांगतो. ठीक आहे, इथे बघ, इथे काय आहे, फिक्स पॉइंट फोकस इज 75 mm फ्रॉम द फिक्स लाईन. आता फिक्स पॉइंटला काय म्हणतो आपण, वी कॉल फिक्स पॉइंट ऍज अ फोकस. आणि फिक्स लाईनला काय म्हणायचं, डायरेक्ट्रिक्स. किती डिस्टन्स दिलेलं आहे, 75. तर इथे काय करायचं, पहिल्यांदा डायरेक्ट्रिक्स ड्रॉ करायची, त्याच्यानंतर ऍक्सिस ड्रॉ करायची. ओके, दिस इज डायरेक्ट्रिक्स, दिस इज फिक्स लाईन. ओके, दिस इज ऍक्सिस. किती डिस्टन्स दिलेलं आहे, 75. फ्रॉम सी किती डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं, इथे फोकस, दिस इज 75 डिस्टन्स. सीएफ इज 75. सीएफ डिस्टन्स दिलेलं आहे आपल्याला 75. डायरेक्ट डिस्टन्स ऑफ फोकस, फिक्स पॉइंट म्हणजे फोकस. फिक्स लाईन मीन्स व्हॉट, डायरेक्ट्रिक्स. इट इज 75. आता सीएफ ला डिवाइड करायचं आहे. किती नंबर ऑफ डिव्हिजन करायचे, दॅट इज इक्वल टू द इसेंट्रिसिटी. इसेंट्रिसिटी किती आहे, 1/2. 1/2 म्हणजे किती, 1/2 म्हणजे लेस दॅन 1. वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ हिअर, नेम दी कर्व विचारला इथे. आता हे कर्व कुठला ड्रॉ करायचं, कशावर डिसाइड करायचं, इसेंट्रिसिटी. इसेंट्रिसिटी इज 1/2, लेस दॅन 1. इलिप्स, वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ दी इलिप्स. आता सीएफ ला किती नंबर ऑफ डिव्हिजन मध्ये डिवाइड करायचं, दॅट इज इक्वल टू ऍडिशन ऑफ इसेंट्रिसिटी. सो व्हॉट इज ऍडिशन ऑफ इसेंट्रिसिटी, 3. आता 75 ला 3 मध्ये डिवाइड करायचं. ओके, तर याला इच डिव्हिजन कितीचा येईल आपला, 25चा. 25, 50 आणि 75. ओके, सो यू डायरेक्टली इथे आपण डायरेक्टली घेऊ शकतो, आपल्या स्केलने मोजू शकतो. इथे डिव्हिजन करायची आवश्यकता नाही. ओके, सो 25, 25, 50 आणि 75. सो वी गॉट हिअर 1, हिअर 2 अँड 3. सो डिव्हिजन किती झाले, हा एक डिव्हिजन, सेकंड डिव्हिजन आणि थर्ड डिव्हिजन. आता व्ही कुठे मार्क करायचा, सो व्हीएफ ला किती डिव्हिजन दिलेले आहे, 1. सो इथून स्टार्ट करायचं, एफ पासून 1. सो यू विल गेट हिअर व्ही. याला एकच डिव्हिजन द्यायचा. तर डिव्हिजन कसं मोजायचा, हा डिव्हिजन, दिस इज 1 डिव्हिजन, दिस इज सेकंड डिव्हिजन आणि हा किती झाला, थर्ड डिव्हिजन. ओके, तर व्हीएफ ला एकच डिव्हिजन आहे. सो म्हणून आपण त्याला काय दिलं, इथून एफ पासून एकच डिव्हिजन काउंट केला. सो दिस इज व्ही. आणि व्हीसी ला किती डिव्हिजन गेले, 2, 1 आणि 2. ऑटोमॅटिकली त्याला मिळून जातील ते व्हीसी ला. त्याच्यानंतरची नेक्स्ट स्टेप काय आपली, व्ही ला व्हर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ करायची. ओके, व्ही ला ते व्हर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ करायची. व्हीएफ डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं, एक आर्क ड्रॉ करायचा. हिअर विल गेट हिअर बी पॉइंट. ओके, व्हर्टिकल लाईन ऍट व्ही, then VF distance in compass, we have to draw one arc. We got here point B. Now CB, we have to then draw CB line. एक CB line draw करायची. ओके, सो हे स्टेप्स कॉमन आहे. कॉमन आहे, आपल्याला लक्षात ठेवायचे आहे. ओके, व्हर्टिकल लाईन ऍट व्ही, VF डिस्टन्स इन कंपास, आर्क, वी गॉट हिअर बी पॉइंट, CB लाईन ड्रॉ करायची. नंतर मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं आहे की ही स्टेप्स पॅराबोला आणि हायपरबोला मध्ये ह्या स्टेप सेम आहे. नंतर फक्त इलिप्स मध्ये एक ऍडिशनल स्टेप आहे. ऍट एफ यू हॅव टू टेक हिअर 45 डिग्री लाईन. इथे किती अँगल घ्यायचा, 45 डिग्रीची एक लाईन काढायची. ओके, तो ही आपल्या सीबी लाईनला इथे बी डॅश मध्ये इंटरसेक्ट करेल. त्या बी डॅश पासून एक व्हर्टिकल लाईन टाकायची. ओके, ती ऍक्सिसला इंटरसेक्ट करेल बी डॅश मध्ये. कारण इलिप्स मध्ये इलिप्स जर ड्रॉ करायचं असेल तर आपल्याला 2 व्हर्टेक्स लागतो आणि ते व्हर्टेक्स सेकंड व्हर्टेक्स मिळण्यासाठी इथे एफ सोबत काय करायचा, 45 डिग्रीचा अँगल घ्यायचा. ओके, सो वी गॉट हिअर अवर व्ही डॅश. आता याच्यानंतरचे स्टेप्स कशा आहे पाहत, लक्ष द्या. मी काय सांगितलं की व्ही आणि व्ही डॅश मध्ये एक कंपास मध्ये कुठलं पण डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं. ओके, आता एक मी डिस्टन्स घेतलं सपोज, इथे मी इथे कट केलं. ओके, 1 2 3. आता एफ वर गेलाच नाही तो. ओके, एफ वर गेलाच नाही तिथे. 1 2 3. ओके, नंतर एफच्या पुढे गेला 4 5 6 7 8. कुठे जिथे तुमचं इंटरसेक्शन कट होतं ना, तिथून व्हर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ करायच्या. ओके, असं नाही की एफ पासून लाईन येईल, एफ पासून लाईन येणार नाही. तुम्ही इथे एफ पासून एक लाईन टाकू शकता. ओके, तुम्ही एफ पासून एक लाईन टाकू शकता इथे. ओके, आणि ते डिस्टन्स घेतलं तर तुम्ही, इफ यू टेक दॅट डिस्टन्स, आय विल टेल हिअर फर्स्ट. ओके, तर काय करायचं, व्ही आणि व्ही डॅश मध्ये नंबर ऑफ डिव्हिजन्स कट करायचे. कुठे पण जिथे येईल तिथे कट करायचं डिव्हिजन. एक छोटस डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचं, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, आणि त्यामधून व्हर्टिकल लाईन ड्रॉ करायच्या. ओके, आता एक लाईन, आता एफ मधून माझं एफ ला इंटरसेक्शन गेलं नाही, पण मी एफ मधून एक लाईन ड्रॉ करून घेतली. ओके, आपण ती ड्रॉ करू शकतो, ती लाईन ड्रॉ करून घ्यायची. ओके, हे झालं. ओके, आता हे सपोज हे 1 आहे, हे 2 आहे, हे 3 आहे. आता एफ ला आलाच नाही तिथे. ओके, 4 आहे, 5 आहे, 6 आहे, 7 आहे, 8. प्रत्येक वेळेस तुमचं एफ ला इंटरसेक्शन येणार असं नाही आहे, त्याच्या आजूबाजूला पण येऊ शकतं. त्यामुळे असं डोक्यात हे ठेवू नका की एफ ला इंटरसेक्शन यायला हवं. एफच्या आजूबाजूला पण इंटरसेक्शन येईल. एफ लाच इंटरसेक्शन आलं पाहिजे असं नाहीये. ओके
सर,
हा,
व्ही डॅश ला नाही आलं तर
कुठे
व्ही डॅश
व्ही डॅशला नाही येणार ना. व्ही डॅशला नाही आलं तरी चालतं. त्याच्या आजूबाजू, त्याच्या आधीचं डिव्हिजन इथे आलं सपोज, इथे तरी पण चालतं आपल्याला. व्ही डॅशला नाही आलं तरी चालतं. व्ही डॅशच्या आधीचा जो डिव्हिजन असेल ना, तिथपर्यंत जायचं. म्हणजे हा तुझा व्ही डॅश आहे इथे मी इथे कट करतोय 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. बस, आता पुढे जायचं नाही. आता व्ही डॅश इथे आहे ना, संपला ना, तर सोडून द्यायचं, पुढचा डिव्हिजन सोडून द्यायचा. ओके
सर.
ओके, हा
सर, सोनवणे सरांनी मेसेज केलाय की इंटर्नशिपचा प्रोग्राम अटेंड करा म्हणून ग्रुपवर.
बरं, ठीक आहे, चालेल. तर आपल्याला काय करायचं, जस्ट मी 2 मिनिटात हे करून टाकतो. आता काय करायचं, आपल्याला 1 डॅश डिस्टन्स कंपास मध्ये घ्यायचा आहे. एफ सेंटर त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. ज्या लाईनचा आपण डिस्टन्स घेतोय ना, त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. 2 डॅश त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. कुठून कट करायचं, एफ पासून. डिस्टन्स घेताना 3 डॅश एफ पासून त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. 4 डॅश त्याच लाईनला कट करायचं. ओके, अँड यू जॉईन ऑल दिस थिंग्स युजिंग दी फ्रेंच कर्व. ओके, so I will post the steps on our group in the form of theory. You follow that and also follow the steps whatever I have given in the video lecture. याचा व्हिडिओ लेक्चर फॉलो करा. मी ऑलरेडी आपल्या ग्रुपवर टाकलेला आहे गुगल क्लासरूमला. सो यू फॉलो दॅट स्टेप्स अँड यू ड्रॉ दी. सो दिस इज युअर फर्स्ट थिंग. यू हॅव टू ड्रॉ इट इन द स्केच बुक. हे स्केच बुक मध्ये ड्रॉ करायचं आहे तुम्हाला इलिप्स. ओके, सो दॅट इज दिस इज फॉर अवर सबमिशन. ओके, प्रॅक्टिकल अँड टर्म ऑफ सबमिशन. सो ellipse is over, so you draw the ellipse by focal directrix method. So that is your first assignment. Okay, so thank you very much. So if you have any difficulty, you can ask me. I will explain.